Running advanced AI searches locally used to require high expensive graphic cards, but Nvidia have released a new tiny alternative of their Nemotron 3 model, which brings local retrieval power for consumer hardware. And today using it, I'm going to be building my own multilingual vector search engine, which builds an autonomous local bot that can answer queries across English, Spanish, Hindi, French or German language. Hello everyone and welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local and free AI tools to build practical AI projects. So let's look at the true powers of this new tiny model. It is actually an embedding model of just 1 billion parameter size, which can take raw text from you and convert them into numbers that AI can understand. What makes it really special is its language support, as it can easily understand and search across 34 different languages, which includes English, Bengali, Chinese, German, Hindi, Italian, Japanese, and much more. And it is perfectly designed as a foundational model in text-based RAG systems. So whenever you want an AI to read your personal files, this model will act like the brain that will fetch the right paragraphs. And even though it is really small of just 1 billion parameters, it achieves state-of-the-art performance across the multiple benchmarks in the multilingual tasks. So you get premium performance without paying a single dollar, as everything will be running locally. And the best part is that you can build businesses around this model, as it is completely ready for commercial use, which allows you to use it in paid products safely. So you can now start selling your custom search applications using this tool right away. If you look under the hood of this model, it uses a highly proven transformer architecture, which processes languages by looking at how words actually connect together. This ensures that it understands the true meaning behind your searches. And they did not just start from a tiny model from scratch. They actually used Mistral 3 3B instruct model and shrank it down to 1 billion parameter size while keeping the whole accuracy intact. And because of this shrinking process, it is incredibly lightweight to run, as it has just 1.14 billion parameters, which means it can easily run on basic laptops and everyday computers. And the max sequence of words length that the model can understand is also incredible. It sits at around 32,000 words, so we can feed it a general documents or our codebases easily, and it will understand the entire context before running any projects. And each piece of text that the model takes as input goes through a hidden layer of 2000 neuron size, so it has enough high detail for the AI to distinguish between the similar sounding topics. To make the final model really efficient compared to the base model of Mistral 3, so they chopped off all the heavy layers that were there in the earlier architecture, which made the final result generation much faster and significantly cheaper. And after shrinking this base model, they actually used a larger teacher to train the final version, so the smaller model can learn all the tricks from the giant AI. And they have also handled all the keys to make this model more customizable, as we can dynamically change what would be the size of the output data that we need. So if we cut the embedding dimension by, let's say, 1000 to 512, we actually save storage space and the model still remain intelligent enough for all of our searches. And while this model can run on basic machines, it actually loves the dedicated Nvidia graphic cards. So if you have a similar GPU accelerated system, it can take full advantage of the advanced software libraries for maximum speed of generation. And while using this model, we just need to give this model ID to the standard Hugging Face code. But while giving any query, we have to add a prefix with the word query so the model can understand the exact question upfront. And let's say if I am adding some actual data files, I have to give this passage prefix so the model can understand these are the context documents. Now I'm going to be downloading and installing this model in my own system, and using it I'm going to be building my own AI workflow, which can help me do cross-lingual searches instantly while the whole pipeline is running locally on my machine. So the important code files would be embedder.py file, which will download the Nemotron model, and according to whether you have a GPU or a CPU available in your system, it will automatically optimize accordingly. Then it will pre-process the text with the exact query and the passage prefixes that I have already mentioned before. Then there will be workflow.py file, which would be the actual test runner that will perform the multilingual search and also evaluate the vector slicing matrices when we are trimming down the embedding sizes. Then for the final dashboard, there will be a template.html file, which will have the full layout and the CSS JavaScript codes. Finally, to generate the final reports and the final HTML page, we have this generate report.py file, which will do all the searches and compile the final HTML markdown report files. Then there will be requirements.txt, which will list all the Python dependencies for this project. and a run.flow.bat file, which is a simple Windows batch execution script which we can just double click to launch the entire pipeline. And once we launch the pipeline, there will be different outputs saved in this output subfolder, where there will be a structured JSON file having all the matrices and the accuracy statistics, then a markdown file with the final report containing the matches results, and an HTML interactive dashboard open in our local browser. For coding environment, I'm going to be using Google Antigravity. If you don't have it installed, just go to antigravity.google/download and download the installer according to your own platform. And for all code files and the readme file, you can check the GitHub link in description and pinned comments, and then you can directly copy them in a Google Antigravity folder in your own local system. So first let's look at the embedder.py file, which will load the model using the Hugging Face libraries. The specific library I'm going to be using is the sentence transformer, where I am going to give the model ID as Nvidia Nemotron 3 embed 1 billion parameter. And this code will also check whether there is a graphic card installed in our system. So if it is available, it will go for the full quantization. Otherwise, it will reduce the size because we are using CPU. Then once we have loaded the model, we'll just print a message that model has loaded successfully and return the model variable from the function. Then we are going to encode all the inquiries that are given from the user so the AI can understand the actual numbers. So using this Nemotron 3 embedding model we are going to be using model.encode, and we are going to give all the queries with the prefix added with the query tag. Now once we get the embeddings, which you can think of numbers that are converted from the embedding model, which takes the text as input and give the vector numbers. Then we are going to normalize all those vectors, because we are going to check them against the documents that we have so we can understand the perfect document for the given user query. So once normalization is done, the normalized vector will be returned from this function. Then on the passages of documents that we already have, which will be used to check against the user query, we have to encode all those passages as well. So again, we are going to be using the same model, do the same normalization, and return the normalized vectors for the passages. And now we are going to use the dynamic slicing feature of the Nemotron 3 model, where we are going to reduce the dimensions from 2000 to just 512, so it uses lesser memory and the source space is also saved. So we'll just take the target dimension from the embeddings that we have got from the above functions, again normalize them and return the normalized vectors. So this file will download our model, load it, and also define the functions which uses the model to convert all of our texts. Now workflow.py file will define all those texts and some sample queries that we are going to be giving to the pipeline. For example, I have given some different language queries here, one in English, one in Spanish, then Hindi, French and German. Then I have also defined some document passages from which the pipeline has to search the exact document that is relevant for the given user query. So this function will take all the scores that are generated for the model, where the scores will define how much each of the document is relevant for the given user query. So basis the rank 1 of those scores, I'm going to check whether the answer is actually correct or not, and basis that I'm going to be returning the accuracy. Then in the main function, we are going to load the model. First we are going to encode all the queries using the same encode queries function that we have built in this embedded file. And then we are going to encode all the passages of the documents. Then I'm going to check the accuracy across each of the dimension sizes that we take, just to measure how much accuracy drops we get once we lower down the dimensions. So for each of the dimensions, the whole logic will run. First we are going to slice the embeddings basis the dimension that we are selecting, then calculate all the scores basis the queries and the documents, calculate the accuracy basis all those scores metrics, and also check the similarity basis the original full size search, where we will take the whole dimension of documents in queries. Then we are also going to check for how much the storage is saved compared to the full 2000 dimension, and all these metrics will be saved to this eval metrics dictionary, which will be saved as final results.json file in our outputs folder. Now basis these results, I'm going to generate the final report. So I'm going to open that same results.json file, load it in this data variable, then I'm going to load the template.html, which has a basic layout of my final dashboard. And then I'm going to display the results JSON on that same template. And now I'll save the HTML report in the same outputs folder using the updated rendered HTML. And finally, we are going to save the markdown file report as well, which will have different headings, subheadings, the tables for all the metrics, and using different fields in data like the dimensions, the input queries, the reference documents, and all the evaluation scores will be saved in that markdown file. Once the whole MD content is made, I'm going to open the outputs.md file in a write mode and write all the contents in this file. So now everything is ready. We just need to run our run-by-workflow.bat file, which will run 4 basic steps. First is going to install all the requirements using the requirements.txt file. Then it is going to run our multilingual embedding using the workflow.py function. Then we will generate all of our final dashboard and the markdown reports. And in final step, we are going to open that report.html in our local browser. So now I can just right click and open it in my file explorer and just double click to run the entire pipeline. So now it is installing all of the requirements. Now second step is running, which will download the model, load it in my system, and do all the embeddings for the queries and documents. And now the whole pipeline has run. We have got the final results in this report.html file, which is automatically opened in my local browser. So it has given me the search score heat map across the different dimensions. Let's say if we are picking the best dimension, that the search accuracy is 100%. Then once we go lower, the accuracy match will drop, but as you can see, it has just dropped from 100 to 99.8%. And as we have reduced the dimension by just half, the storage saved is actually 50%. And then if we go further down, the accuracy will drop ever so slightly, while the storage being saved is actually amazing for our workflow. And it has given a graph as well, what is the search accuracy across the different vector slicing dimensions that we are using. And it has also given a correlation between the different dimension sizes. So you can read it like this. The first query was English, and our model was actually giving English as the 71% match. And similarly for Spanish Hindi, it is also at 60%. But for the other two languages, it is lower. Then it has also shown the detailed search analysis. This was the query that what was the common symptoms of eczema, and the matching document is actually listing the eczema symptoms. And it had given this document with a 71% cosine similarity match, which actually matches the actual truth target that it should have taken. Then we can also export this whole report as a markdown file by just clicking on this button, or the pipeline has also saved it in the same outputs subfolder. As we can see that the JSON, HTML and the MD file are present here. Here also all the same data are given but in a markdown file with all the queries, the documents, the cosine similarity matrix, which shows the same data but in a markdown file, which is useful for AI pipelines, as AI can understand the markdown text perfectly while it struggles to extract all the data points from the HTML files. So you can make a similar pipeline for yourself. Even this bat file, you can put it on automatic schedule. Let's say if you have some data set ready and want to run some search queries in a schedule. I've also added some use cases where you can use this kind of project and some more features that you can think of adding on top of this, and also the same steps that I have shown today that you can follow for the one-click setup or the manual setup if you want to run all the queries in the terminal directly. So that was the full breakdown of Nemotron 3 1 billion parameter model, which is a must-have for anyone building private RAG systems. You will find all the codes and the README file with the step-by-step instruction on how to set up the project. Just check the GitHub link in description and pin comments below and grab them and use them directly or customize it according to your own use cases. Let me know in comments if you have some suggestions for me to build more local AI projects, and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates and workflows.